In one of the most serious security incidents to hit India's capital in recent years, a vehicle exploded near the historic Red Fort metro station in Delhi on Monday evening. Investigators are probing the blast as a likely terror attack and tracing links to a separate terror module uncovered in Faridabad earlier the same day. Here's a detailed report. At approximately 6:52 p.m. on 10th November 2025, a white Hyundai i20 stopped at a red light near Gate 1 of the Red Fort metro station in Old Delhi. Within seconds, it exploded, unleashing a fireball that engulfed nearby cars and auto rickshaws, shattered windows, and caused widespread panic. The blast killed at least 8 people and injured more than 20. Fire services rushed several tenders to the scene and brought the blaze under control by around 7:29 p.m. The Red Fort area is one of Delhi's most crowded and iconic zones, a mixture of historic monument, bustling marketplace, and high-foot traffic thoroughfares. Security in the vicinity has always been stringent. An explosion at this location therefore raises alarm not only for its immediate human cost but for the symbolic impact and the broader threat implications. Investigators have traced a complex ownership trail of the i20 involved in the blast. The car had changed hands several times, starting with a person named Salman, transferred to another owner, then to a dealer in Faridabad, then to a resident of Pulwama named Tariq, and finally to Dr. Muhammad Umar Muhammad, a doctor from South Kashmir's Pulwama district. Reports say Dr. Umar is linked to a terror module busted earlier in Faridabad and is now suspected to have been inside the car when it exploded. Earlier on the same day, law enforcement teams in Faridabad and Jammu and Kashmir uncovered a white-collar terror module comprising medical professionals and other educated suspects. In total, some 2,900 kilograms of explosive-making material was seized, including approximately 360 grams of ammonium nitrate, along with timers, remote controls, wires, walkie-talkies, and parts of assault rifles. Among those arrested were Dr. Muzammil Ahmad Ganai, an assistant professor affiliated with Al Falah University in Faridabad, and Dr. Adil Ahmad Rahtar from Pulwama. Investigators now believe the two events, the Faridabad seizure and the Delhi blast, are connected. Reports suggest that Dr. Umar panicked after the arrest in Faridabad earlier that day and activated the vehicle in Delhi as a rushed retaliatory or defensive act. CCTV footage confirms the i20 car arrived near Red Fort neighborhood at around 3:19 p.m. and remained there unattended until about 6:48 p.m. before the explosion at 6:52 p.m. The vehicle's standing time and the explosion's timing raise questions about whether the car was rigged in advance, whether the device was remotely triggered, or whether it was a suicide mission. Preliminary forensic examinations suggest that the blast involved ammonium nitrate fuel oil type explosives along with detonators. The legal position now is that the Delhi police has invoked the Unlawful Activities Prevention Act and the Explosive Substances Act alongside murder or attempt to murder charges. A massive multi-agency probe is now in place involving the National Investigation Agency, National Security Guard, forensic laboratories, and state police teams. In the wake of the blast, security was tightened across Delhi and in adjacent states. Vehicle checks were intensified at border points with Haryana and Uttar Pradesh, especially in Singhu, Tikri, and Bardapur borders. Sensitive locations including railway stations, metro hubs, and crowded commercial centers were placed under heightened alert. The government has asked every district security unit to review vulnerabilities and ensure difficult-to-secure zones are under surveillance. Scenes from the blast site showed charred vehicles, twisted metal, shattered glass, and anguished survivors. Shopkeepers and residents in the area described the moment of explosion as deafening and chaotic. Victims include commuters, market goers, and bystanders. Many of the injured are being treated at LNJP Hospital in Delhi. Identification of all fatalities are ongoing, and DNA tests have been ordered for badly damaged remains. Analysts say the incident highlights the evolving nature of terror threats. Modules that are professional, educated, and capable of striking high-visibility urban targets. The use of large quantities of explosive, intricate planning, and apparent infiltration underscores a serious challenge to counter terror efforts. The fact that the blast occurred in a high-footfall heritage zone underlines the risk of high-casualty attacks if execution had not been hurried or disrupted. As investigations move forward, many questions remain. What was the original target? Was this a suicide mission or a device triggered at the last minute? Who else remains at large? The focus now is on tracking every link, securing key urban spaces, and delivering justice to the victims. Lindsay Menezes and Arun Naik for Goa 365.